Hey guys, Dexter with the Cousins here playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I don't even know what episode this is. I think it's episode 7, but it's actually going to be episode 7 through 9. Alright, if you're new here, I just want to first of all thank you for clicking on this video. You're watching actually a solo video of me playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but my cousin Ben, he's the other host of our YouTube channel, The Cousins, and we do videos together. So if you like this content, you'll be sure to love the videos that we have together. Anyway, so on the last episode, I told you guys I done messed up and I did a double audio recording. So instead of doing episode 7, 8, and 9 the same exact way, I was talking to Ben, and Ben came up with this awesome idea of just kind of summarizing what happened in the story. So we're going to do that for you instead. Actually, it's going to be a voiceover, and I'm going to have some clips of episode 7, 8, and 9 there, and it'll be a nice quick summarized view of the whole gameplay and everything like that. So we hope that you enjoyed that. Okay, so with that being said, we are newer YouTube channel. We have about 296 subscribers. We're almost at 300, and you can be the person that helps us get to 300 if you just hit that like button and subscribe. That'd be really cool. Also, don't forget to turn on post notification so that way you never miss a video of us playing a game together and you never miss our long intros. So with all the intro out of the way, let's play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. My name is Dex, and you are now watching with the Cousins. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with a voiceover of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. This is episode 7 and 9. So if you haven't watched the past episodes, let me just catch you up to speed, alright? We are Team Cousin. All of our Pokemon are named Blank Boy. So we give him a nickname and then we add boy to him. So for instance, Machop, which is me, my starter that I chose, his name is Dexy Boy. Then my partner, of course, is my partner in crime, Ben, and his nickname is Benny Boy. And we have a couple other Pokemon that are on our team. Our main Pokemon that we're trying to recruit are fighting type because, as you know, I love fighting type Pokemon, so we're trying to go for an all fighting type playthrough. So as we left off, we are actually going to the Silent Chasm, and here this is where Jumpuff is telling us that Shiftry went to go save his friend, but it seems like he has failed to return. So in Silent Chasm there are actually 9 floors, and there's a Farfetch, Teddiursa, Weedle, Yanma, Gloom, Dustox, Houndour, Poliwag, Spinrack, Trapinch, Paris, and Beedrill. All of those Pokemon are available. The only one that interests me is Poliwag because it turns to Poliwrath, but as you know from our past episodes, is we already recruited. So there's a lot of Pokemon that's actually in this dungeon that lower our stats and can be an annoyance, but besides that, it was pretty easy. I don't know, it's probably because I was pretty over level. But after the 9th floor, we go ahead and we rescue the Jumpuff, but Zapdos takes away Shiftry. So now we head to Pokemon Square and we meet up with Alakazam and his team, and we all agree to go to Mount Thunder to try to save the Shiftry. So Mount Thunder is the next dungeon in our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon playthrough, and it's besides probably actually the hardest dungeon that we have so far. So for starters, there's actually 10 floors in Mount Thunder, and then another 3 floors after that. So on here we have a lot of electric Pokemon, obviously because it's Mount Thunder, but there's also a Weedle, Nidoran, Electrike, Cacnea, Pidgeotto, Beedrill, Electabuzz, Stantler, Ampharos, Gligar, Manectric, and Growlithe. Yeah, like I said, lots of electric Pokemon in this dungeon, so paralysis was pretty common, so I made sure to bring some items to help cure that. Let's do that. So we climb through the first 10 floors until we reach Mount Thunder's peak, and now as we reach the peak, we have our first checkpoint, so you can access our storage, items you don't need, and items that you do, blah blah blah. So Mount Thunder Peak is actually a pretty short dungeon before the boss battle. It only actually has 2 floors, so after the 2nd floor, we finally get to face off against Zapdos. And the boss battle with Zapdos is, again, the hardest one yet. Hardest dungeon so far, and hardest boss battle so far. It's kind of like the game is progressing or something like that. So unfortunately, Zapdos is electric and flying. And of course, we're mainly a fighting type team. And so yeah, that's kind of our weakness over there, right? So I was really worried about getting hit by its sky attack, but thankfully it wasn't really too much to worry about. So it was the very first legendary Pokemon that we actually encounter in this game. So its main moves are Peck and Thundershock. Both aren't actually that strong, but like I said, I was a little weary. It also uses agility quite often, but after we defeat Zapdos, it runs away and it lets us rescue Shiftry. A cutscene will happen after that with Alakazam's team, where you're encouraged to meet Xatu at the top of the Great Canyon dungeon to figure out why did we become a Pokemon. So the next part of our episode, I can't remember what episode this is. This might be episode 8 now. Anyway, we go to the Great Canyon. So I did a little bit of training because I knew that after this one right here that it would get a little bit harder because, spoiler alert, we go on the run. So the Great Canyon is pretty cool. There are 12 floors at the Great Canyon, with the 13th containing Xatu, but there's not really any boss battle. So yeah, I mean, the Pokemon here are actually pretty easy to the point, especially compared to Mount Thunder. But Cacturne and Houndoom are fully evolved Pokemon, so those are ones to watch out for. But a full list of Pokemon is Skiploom, Dunsparce, Fanfeed, Doduo, Vileplume, Breloom, Murkrow, Cacturne, Noctowl, Heracross, Ariados, Tauros, and Houndoom. So as we know, I am super into fighting type Pokemon, and I was really looking forward to the possibility of being able to recruit a Breloom so I don't have to evolve the Shroomish myself, but unfortunately that did not happen. So once we reached the 13th floor, we got to meet Xatu, and pretty much he just tells us that there's nothing he can do for us, man. Long story short is whatever it is that he was telling us doesn't really add up, especially with the Wishcash story and everything like that. We have no idea what's going on, and neither does Xatu. He has no idea why we got turned into an actual Pokemon. So yeah, thanks a lot, Xatu, for absolutely nothing. So but pretty much what happened is Gengar overhears our conversation with Xatu, and he tells this whole big old story to everybody in the Pokemon Square, and now everybody thinks that we are the reason why this whole world is going crazy right now. So that's what causes us to go on the run, and that's why we won't be able to take any Pokemon with us. So yeah, the game gets a little bit harder from here, and I know that I'm pretty excited to see what ends up happening. I think I remember what happens, but it'll be a good time. So that was a pretty quick summary of what happened so far, and now we're on the run, and we're getting ready to fight a bunch of more boss battles that are going to be, I'm sure, a lot harder, because for a while we're not going to be able to actually recruit Pokemon. After defeating Zapdos at Mount Thunder and visiting Xatu, unfortunately we weren't able to visit Pokemon Square as well, and it prevents us from leveling up by completing jobs or trading at the Makuhita Dojo, as well as buying and selling items. So it was a very good thing that we did that with Wishcash, and I overleveled my Machop, maybe just by a little bit. So next time you catch up with us on Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, we will be completing the Lapis Cave, as well as Mount Blaze and the Frosty Forest, and I'll show you a couple of those boss battles. And hopefully my recording isn't messed up, so that way you can actually do it in real time with us. With all that being said, I really do hope that you enjoyed this quick summary of what has been happening in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and that you have been enjoying the story just as much as me. If you stayed till the very end of the video, I just want to say two things. Thank you so much for staying till the very end of the video, because that really helps the Cousins with our YouTube algorithm and getting recognized by it, and help us to pick traction up in our videos as well as our subscriber counts, because at the end of the day, we do this for fun, but we would love to make it a full-time job for us both. And then number two, if you haven't already subscribed and liked the video, please make sure that you do that, and turn on that post notification bell, so that way you never miss a video of what the Cousins are playing. With that all being said, my name is Dex, and thank you for watching with the Cousins.